Ooh, he took it. Bold man. We used the lizard's curse, the king's terrible pharaoh's curse upon you. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are playing Kingland, the Lizard King. There's a lot of good new cards, and a lot of land manipulation cards that require a lot of land on the board. So I said there's two of them, and there's a couple of new things here. Can we make... I know this word is kind of dirty now, landfall, fun again. Yeah, we can. There's a couple of new things here from Omenpaths Spider-Man that is going to make landfall interesting and useful, with a lot of different other options that don't just die as easily, a lot of comebacks, a lot of interesting stuff right here. New tech for you. First of all, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're gonna get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all stream goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. We stream pretty much every night. Can hit that bell to be notified when we stream on YouTube and Twitch, or when we post any new videos. That notification squad would be great to join. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. It's all right there on Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down there to the AetherHub and the Mox field, and you will find it. The link will be in the description below. So what are we talking about? Well, there's a couple of new things here. I'm going to try to make this one a little quicker because there's a couple of new things. Pretty much the same way that I've run skeleton decks, there's a framework that you can always kind of build off of. Omenpaths, I wouldn't say gave us anything brand new that we never saw before that's going to be game changing. It kind of supports what we're already doing. So if you look here, we are able to just do the basic landfall thing. Bushwhack is going to be important because that's going to be fight, or it's going to be the only really removal we have. Fight a creature, or search for basic land. We also are going to want something like Defend the Rider for Indestructible, but we have other options for that. I really do like Defend the Rider a lot because it's hexproof and indestructible. You can also instantaneously create a 1/1 pilot, which is a great instantaneous blocker. I've saved my life a few times. Of course, you're going to have the Chocobo. Landfall is probably one of the better Stompy actions going on right now. It just scales out of control. There are other Stompies, but we have land manipulation here. So this 1/1 bird, the little chicken, little baby chicken, 1 green, 0/1. Whenever you put a land down, it pops up. We get that. Of course, you have the other basic landfall structures, which are going to be 3 Blissfully Bills and 2 Tifa Lockharts. You can go down on the Tifas if you don't want to. If you don't want to do this, you can adjust these as you see fit. Bristly Bill, very, very powerful card. 1 green and 1. He's a plant druid, 2/2. He's a cactus folk. Whenever land comes down, he puts a 1/1 target counter on target creature. And of course, you can pay 2 green and 1, 3, and double the number of counters on target creature you control. Very, very useful card right there. Very, very useful card to pump everything up, depending on how much landfall we have. Tifa, of course, the landfall queen, absolutely beating face in and looking good while doing it. 1 green and 1/2 Trample Landfall, just a big stompy monster. If you can get multiple hits off with Tifa, the fact that she's built in Trample and that she doubles each time, she goes so well with Bristly Bill and doubling the amount of counters and then doubling her counters and then doubling her again and again and again and again, and hitting multiple landfalls. She is going to stomp absolutely through. Really, really good stuff. Now, here's where the new stuff starts coming in, and where I'm going to show you some interesting things. That's your basic landfall structure. We also have other ones we'll talk about. But Strength of Will, which I don't think people are talking about right now because it is an insanely good card, Strength of Will. It shows Bloomboro bunnies doing stuff. 1 green and 1. Until the end of turn, target creature you control gains indestructible, and whenever this creature is dealt damage, put that many 1/1 counters on it. The amount of trick plays you can get off with Strength of Will is insane, especially if you're fighting another very stompy type of thing. Strength of Will is insanely powerful And it's called the same thing in Spider-Man as well, in case you're wondering. So you have a situation where if somebody else is coming in with a huge stompy creature, just a monster, you put Strength of Will on it, not only are you going to survive, you're going to take the hit, you're going to take all the hits, you're going to gain the power back from how much damage that you took, which is a huge, huge counterplay. Like, it's a crazy way to counterplay somebody right there, because you're going to get your get back. So if you have Strength of Will on something like on Tifa Lockhart, and you block with her and they're not expecting it, even if they do 5 damage to her, or 4 damage, she gains +4/+4, and then all of a sudden, next time the landfall hits, she doubles it right there. So Strength of Will as an instant protection and pump card is extremely cool, and I want you to keep your eye on that one, because that's very good. Again, we have our basic structure here, and I want to show you a few things. Mossberg Pump, of course, 1 green and 2, 1/1. Trample Landfall, it doubles the amount of counters. Anytime you see the word double in Magic, it's going to be a crazy card. It's going to be insane. It's going to ruin things. More and more counters on there. Again, Strength of Will. You double the number 1/1 counter. Strength of Will is going to add counters onto that. So this is like one of the most premier ways of bumping up the power you have and then doubling it after that. So again, keep that in mind. Spring Bloom Druid. I really like this one. 1 green and 2. You sacrifice a land and put 2 more lands down, so you get double landfall triggers. I was always kind of wondering what to do with him afterwards, because he's just a 1/1. He's basically a useless blocker after that. But what if we could make him more powerful? We're going to talk about that. And I think 3 traveling chocobos, so you can play lands off the top and birds off the top. 1 green and 2. 3/2, when you look at the top card of your library at any time, you can cast birds and lands off the top, and it causes double triggers to go off if you ever put a land down. And let me tell you, combining Traveling Chocobo with Ice-Till Explorer from Edge of Eternities, insanity. Absolute craziness. The reason being is that this lets you play 2 lands a turn, and this doubles land triggers. If you stack up Ice-Till Explorer with Traveling Chocobo, and you play something like Fabled Passage, you can actually hit 8 landfalls. I know that doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be able to play 8 landfalls, but you can. Because you can play Fabled Passage, sacrifice it, then play Fabled Passage from the graveyard, and then sacrifice it again. That's 4 landfalls getting from Ice-Till Explorer right here. It lets you play additional lands on each turn and play lands from your graveyard. If you have Traveling Chocobo, landfall effects go off twice. So you've essentially hit 8 landfall effects if you have stacked up Traveling Chocobo and Ice-Till Explorer, which is why I like to have these in the standard Stompy deck. Did you even know that? Did you know that you could get 8 landfall triggers off by stacking them up like that? I bet you didn't. It's insanity that you can do that. It really is insane. So, I mean, something like Tifa into Traveling into Ice-Till is like a guaranteed win. If you throw Fabled Passage, sacrifice it, Fable, sacrifice it, Fable, it's gone off 8 times. You go 8 exponentially up with Tifa. You get what the problem is right there. So, yeah, those are going to be really good stuff right there. That's going to stack up really good. Another one of the 3 drops that we're not talking about yet, and this is the one that I think actually adds a lot of utility to this deck. The Scouring Soulstorm, actually known as the Sandman in Spider-Man. 2 green and 1 blank Sand Elemental Villain. The Scouring Soulstorm's power and toughness is equal to the number of lands you control. What I realized is that you actually get a lot of lands down with Springfield Druid and all these other land players and even Ice-Till. You get a lot of lands down in this game. So this thing is going to get more and more powerful as the game goes on. He can't be chump blocked, okay? So creatures with 2 or less, you have to have something big to block him with, which adds a bit of evasion to him. Nobody's going to chump block you with that. And he has another great ability that even if he dies on turn 5 or whenever you have that much mana, 2 green and 3, you return this card and target land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Insanely good. So if you're dumping land into the battlefield, you're dumping land into the graveyard or anything like that, you can bring back a Fabled Passage. He's going to get you a landfall trigger right there. He's by bringing him back and having another blocker or having another stomper or just using him as utility, he comes back again and again and again. So great card to add to a landfall effect right there. Ice-Till Explorer also synchronizes him with nicely because that's 2 green and 2, 2/4 Insect Scout. You play the additional lands. You may play lands from your graveyard. Also, whenever a land you control enters, you mill a card. So you can start milling stuff. You'll be milling land into your graveyard. He lets you bring land back from your graveyard. Enters the battlefield tapped. So there's a little bit of utility right there. To finish it off, we're going to have Lizard. King of the Cold Blood Curse. Look at that goober right there. That guy is awesome. He looks like the lizard meme. Lizard, lizard, lizard. This, of course, is Lizard from Spider-Man, Lizard Man. He is pretty good. First of all, a nice 5/5 trample lizard villain for 2 green and 2. Not bad on the stat line, okay? As a 4-drop, 5/5 trample. Now, he has one of the more unique abilities. He turns other people into lizards. This can be used 2 ways, and I've used it both ways. One other target creature loses abilities and becomes a lizard creature with base power and toughness of 4/4. You can do that to your own creature. If you've put down a small guy, like even if you put down the 1/1 pilot for Defend the Rider, or even a small Saz's Chocobo, it all of a sudden becomes a 4/4. What I like to play it on, I like to play it on Springbloom Druid. Springbloom Druid stops being useless and becomes a powerhouse. Now, that is if you play it offensively. If you want to play it on one of your creatures and pump something that is very small that you need the extra damage for, pump it up, it loses its ability, but doesn't matter. You just pump somebody up to a 4/4. Or use it defensively. If somebody has a very powerful creature, a flyer, or something that is very useful, turn it into a 4/4, a basic 4/4, get it out of the way, especially if like it's a creature that has an anthem effect or a sacrifice. You'll see me when I play it. I played it on that one that gives all tokens flying, so all the tokens lost flying, and he basically lost his strategy. So you can use this King of the Cold Blood Curse, the King Lizard, any way that you want. Use it offensively, defensively, and it's a solid stomping creature that just has a lot of utility. So we're going to go 3 of them. 18 forests, and of course 2 escape tunnels. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked, and 4 fabled passages right there. That is going to be it. That is going to be the new style of landfall that we're going to do. I haven't done a new landfall in a while. If you're kind of tired of the classic landfall, you want to explore out. I know landfall's kind of overdone at this point. Everyone is playing it, but we're going to play it with a little bit more spice. We're going to play it a little less vanilla and more villainy, because we have land villains here. 30 creatures altogether. This is a heavy creature deck from birds, druids, elementals, owl, sands, scout, villain. I guess sand is a creature type now. 4 instants, 2 sorceries, 24 lands altogether, and a 2.5 as it goes. You may be able to get away with cutting a land from this and adding something else and doing 23 land. You want to do it? Maybe, maybe not. You want to make sure that you get a steady landfall on your draw right there. As far as the sideboard, Defend the Rider, maybe another one. Hard-hitting question for another fighting card. Snakeskin Veil, everyone always says it's really good. 1/1 counter on a creature can be the big difference if you're doing it on Mossberg Pump or Tifa Lockhart, because they do get the double. Biosynthetic Burst is really good. That is, of course, a 1/1 counter, and it gets reach, trample, and indestructible. Great for any creature that is powerful and doesn't have that trample ability, such as Scouring Soulstorm or any of the other big boys going in. Choco Kick is really good because it lets you replay a land. That's not a bad removal. Another Strength of Will wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, you could really pump up a lot of times if you're doing a lot, if you're getting hit with a lot of damage. By the way, that doesn't have to be combat damage. If you're playing mono red and they want to play a lightning bolt on something, they try to lightning bolt your Hydra, they take 3, actually it's indestructible and it just went up by 3. You can demoralize people with Strength of Will on that one. And Terrific Team Up is not a bad one. If you have big creatures, it's super cool. This is a raccoon and a mouse going absolutely ham on those turkeys and fighting people. So it starts as a 4-drop, but if you have beefy creatures, it costs 2 less if you control a permanent with a mana value 4 or greater. So if you have an Ice Stiller or Cold Blood out, guess what you can do? 1 or 2 target creatures you control get +1. They each deal damage equal to the power to target creature opponents it controls. So they pump up and knock somebody out, and then they can go in for the swing right there as an instant spell. So this one is not bad. I think people are also not counting out Terrific Team Up, as they're not thinking about it. It actually is a pretty good card for Stompy as it goes. So mixing a little bit of the classic landfall with some of the new Omenpaths stuff. Hope you guys like it. Leave a comment, like the video, press the like button. It helps so much. We're going to be playing in between Diamond and Mythic with this one, so I hope you like it. Ranked, here we go. See you tomorrow. You want to see the mono green or you want to see the demons? He's gonna kill it. Oh. We're going to get rid of fucking Strength of Will. By the way, Strength of Will, really good card. Greek, please. Diablo Tribal. Updated Ninja Blades does sound pretty good. Bandit's Talent. Ooh, there we go. Boom, boom. Okay, don't draw mana next turn, game. So we don't need. Probably a wipe. Exile, very nice. Bushwhack. Boom. Bellion, yeah, if I can get some sort of concept of a blue deck up, then maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Search your library if we can put it on top. We'll see. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Do you know what they did on AetherHub that's very useful? Is they they show what the card is, the other card. Do you see here? I don't know if you can notice it, but it says Lizard Connor's Curse on the bottom. That's a very useful way of doing those cards. What did he take here? Mossberg. Escape Tunnel, which is nothing. Unstoppable Slasher. I need a card here now. Something. Lose a life. Defend the Rider. Okay. Hopefully that's not a fucking... Watch this. Lizard, 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 lizard. Crazy, crazy deck right there. I might try Valion. If I can figure out a mono blue Stompy, I'd run it just to surprise the shit out of everyone. I used to like mono blue Stompy. I haven't built Spider Gwen yet. I've been too enraptured by her. The Omenpath enchantment. How do you expect me to get the Omenpath enchantment out? Ramp, reanimate. We can't reanimate enchantments anymore. Oof, that's a bad hand. Mulligan, that's better. Not great, but better. Get rid of a cold blood. The matchmaker's always fucking busted. Yeah, there's. Are you currently playing? Are you currently playing the? Are you playing limited Zaverts? Are you playing limited in Omenpaths? Because the problem is there's nobody playing it. I just saw the statistics online. It says nobody's fucking playing it. Unfortunately, that's the problem. Because it's how much good. It's how much fucking quality cards you're running. Yeah, there's a very, very low percentage of people playing, which is what I saw in the stats, unfortunately. Toby. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Yeah, Giant Craft Helm, I gotta try that one. Hawk to it right there. Hawk to it. Have I seen the red landfall creature yet? No, I haven't. Ooh, he took it. Bold man. We used the lizard's curse. The king's terrible pharaoh's curse upon you. That game was lost, guys. That game was lost. There was no coming back from that. Didn't matter what I did. He had 80 bajillion cards. He was playing control. There was nothing to be done there. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I saw? You know what I saw take a tumble? I haven't seen Kona decks in a while. Yeah, I'm playing a Landfall deck. I'm playing a Landfall deck with new cards. Bro. We ain't keeping no creatures on the board. There's no creature there. There's no creatures there to be played, my guy. Oh, look, an artifact deck again. Look, an artifact again. That's pretty cool. Look at that. How many times in a row is this? This is hell. I've died and I'm in hell. This is just hell. There you go. You got it, Anthony. Good job. Rated net. I think he's fucked anyways. I don't think it matters. Epic game right there, my guy. I like when they... Did he do it on purpose or did he accidentally explode himself? It's funnier when they do it by accident. By the way, guys, if you want to know how many times we played artifacts with this deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. Out of 12 games. So 50% of the time that we've played this deck, it's been against artifacts. Just an FYI. Just so you know. So you know what kind of deep hell I'm in. I go first. Boom. Did he do it by accident, or he that's the question. Did he fuck up and do it? We're not going to put down Bristly Bill. I'm going to wait so I have the protection down. Emberheart Challenger. He'll hit me for 2. My turn. We'll put down you. We'll put down you. We'll pump. We've got our Defend the Rider. We might have to add another one of those in because they're a very useful card. Astronaut. Don't know why he did that. It's indestructible. Should we do the... Yep, that was an oops. The Soulstone King. We'll pop you up. Gonna take that hit. Oh my god, it's Chiono! Welcome, Chiono. Chiono 96. How's it been going for you, man? I've had a nightmare of a night. I think I've played probably 20 or so games of... against artifacts. Hey, look at that Sunspire. Look at that. Look at that big boy. Boom. Okay. Was really bad limited ages and gotta wait. Oh, well, thank you for coming by, Chiono. Oh, we popped him out right there. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, when we don't run against, when we don't go up against artifacts 50 times in a row, we do okay. Believe it or not, we've actually beaten 3 of the artifact decks. We've lost the other 3. So we're 50-50 against artifacts. The games just go on forever and never stop and are a nightmare. So that's the main issue. It's the main issue we run into right there, is that it's a nightmare world to try to fucking play against them. The mono red, mono green I've been running into ropes on turn 2. What do you mean it just gives up? It won't fight anymore? Lord S. Death. By the way, guys, if you didn't see the Boros deck, which apparently nobody did, here it is. I go first. Boom. Okay. Hey, I'm Bubs. Welcome to the show, Bubs. Bubsy 3D. Blue. Wonderful. We love blue. Alright, let's put that down. Get it knocked back into my hand real quick. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, guys. Oh, he's deep cavern batting me. Who's he gonna grab? Who's he gonna grab? That one. Okay. Protection card here. And I have the protection card. Okay, we're feeling good right there. We're feeling good right there. I love this guy, by the way. He's as good as Fleam in my opinion. Let me give you a good shot of him. Look at that. Look at that goober. That's a real goober. That's a real goober. Oof, that's a tough one, guys. We gotta get rid of the Traveling Choco. Don't play another sacrifice. Don't do it. Defend the Rider. Oh, it's indestructible. Oh man, he got me good, huh? Got me good there. 2 removals. My turn. So let's put down the Soulstone. The Scouring guy, yeah. There you go. Gonna ping me for 1. He's gonna ninja? He's gonna ninja. Amazing. Goes back to my hand.
Eyes up.
Oof.
Ha! I love a dramatic entrance.
Boom, down to 5. Okay. No, nothing protects from 0 indestructible. Nothing protects from 0 indestructible.
Control the fight.
You could be anything, and if you have 0 toughness, you're just screwed.
The housewarming party has arrived. Never underestimate myself.
He said, good game. He said, it's over with. You can't even do anything. Loses its power and abilities. Boom. Do that. Okay.
Sit down.
Stunned twice there. No removals. Boom, boom, boom. You don't need to have a card pool to play to do what you need to do, man. You're fine. What packs you should open? Whatever packs look interesting to you. There's not really a singular pack that I would say is the pack to open. There's not like a singular, like, oh, that's the red pack. Open packs that seem interesting. Oh, yeah, I don't want to run that card. That's a fucking blue. Yeah, I don't ever want to run that. That sounds horrid. Yeah, that'll never happen. Alright, we're gonna put you down. Boom, boom. We'll wait for put Tifa. Because they're gonna have a removal for me. I did run Gobin, yeah. Oh, this fucking guy. Yeah, this guy's pretty busted too. Zodiark. I actually like Zodiark quite a bit. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see how much kill he's got here. He might have a lot of kill. Yeah, I've been there before. Gonna pump up or kill me in some kind of way, but I gotta play through it. Ox. Boom. Discard. Ba-do-do-do. Yeah. I need a fight card or I need something else. Hey, look at that. Deals X damage to player. He can do 6 damage to me. Now he's gonna do no damage to me. He's gonna put it on another biome. Push in. Boom. I can bring back Scouring Soulstone from the fucking graveyard. Let's see what he drew here. He might have drawn the killer. No! Look at that. We got him. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Actually got one. Bio is a fucking menace, though. That fucking red slinger fucking guy. Historic. Adventure Hobbit. Adventure Hobbit, I'm sure you're excited about fucking... About the Hobbit set coming out. Chocobo. Let's do that. Boom. He's going in for... Nope. He's holding back. Green. He added 1 green mana. Don't know why he did that. I think he meant to click block, and he intended click green mana. No, I tried a bunch of times to get the bounce, nuclear bounce off, whatever it was, to do damage to the damage to the damage. But it never worked. It never worked. I tried to. Too many moving parts, in my opinion. Too many moving parts. Yeah. Oh, he said no thank you either. Okay. Mana 8 Mandated Mayhem. Whoa. That looks like a crazy fucking deck you have right there. Didn't even use the export feature. That's how hardcore that you built that deck, Adventure Hobbit. Holy shit. That's wild. Oh, it's the Waystone's Guidance. I played the Waystone's Guidance. Man, when it popped off, it was an auto win, but when it didn't work, goddamn. The Thunderclap whatever guy, yeah, I tried a bunch of times with them. I go first. Alright, blue. The Enigma Jewel. What do I always say, guys, by the way? If you ever see somebody play the Enigma Jewel, you know some real fucking awful shit's about to happen. You know some real fucking terrible shit's about to happen if they play the fucking Enigma Jewel. Some real heinous shit. 3. Let's put down you. Spring-loaded Saw Trap. This. Ring-loaded Saw Trap. He's going to invest in that. We turn that into a 4/4 lizard. We go in for 10. Boom, boom. Ah, now you're seeing some new action on here. Lizard, 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 lizard. Yeah, he's not feeling it now. He's not feeling it now, guys. Fucking stupid fucking artifacts. United Battlefront. No, that wasn't it. He was looking to gamble there. He didn't get it. He's going to put it down. Yeah, he's going to give it a shot. I want him to know that he never had a chance. I want him to feel it. It doesn't matter. But it's like somebody's about to try to score one last goal before you win, and then you smack the ball out of their hand. You say, nah, fam, you gotta put that down. That ain't for you. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Lizard, 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 lizard. Good luck to Anthony Scott. I'm sending my spirit bomb your way, man. Thank you, Drew2. Surge Rue2. Good game. Hey, what's up, Coolio? Boom. We'll put down a Tifa because they'll kill it right away, and then we'll have a secondary Tifa up. Boom. They'll spend the turn knocking it out, and we could spend some time knocking it out too. It's fine. Ooh, Jeskai. That's horrible. He's got an instant in his hand. We know this. See what he's got. Probably a kill card or a fucking helix or something. We'll see. Loaded saw blades. Okay. Oh, it's artifacts again, huh? How original. Definitely need some protection cards. I think that's going to be a big part of what we do here. I think that does save us not having to deal with the removal as hard as we do. Well, we just overdrew right there. We just overdrew. Sacrifice. Ping. Okay. You don't like the same deck every game, man? It's good for you, man. Builds character. Board wipe. Nah, United. Let's hope he whiffs. What is he gonna whiff on here? Terrible. Yeah, no, man, bro. I listen. I feel you. I feel you, my guy. I'm always in my fuck this. I quit playing Magic era, so you know, I get it. Boom, boom. Down to 6 right there. Boom. Tragic Whispers. The tragic whispers of a good friend. When the music dies, do 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 do. Something in me cries. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you'll find. I'm never gonna dance again. 'Cause guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. I should've known better than to treat a friend and waste this gift that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again. Maybe things are better this way. We hurt each other with the things we want to say. Good attempt to good together. Coulda let this dance forever. Now who's gonna dance with me? Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Please stay. Sorry, Anthony. Simulacrum. Boom. Pop. Pop. He's gonna get the red crystal down. Boom. Gives me that. He's gonna get the red crystal. There he goes. Boom, boom, boom. What a horrid deck. I think they need to ban Simulacrum. I make the argument that Simulacrum needs to be banned. I'll push it. I'll push that argument all day. That Simulacrum needs to fucking eat it. Alright, well. Overall, I like the changes to the green, man. I think Kingland is an interesting change. I think it is, if you like Green Landfall on your board of the one you already have, or you just want to try a different Stompy out, try it, man. It's got lizards in it. It's got chocobos. It's got all kind of crazy stuff. Give it a shot. I hope you like it. I've been Jay Villainy. You've been great, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.